Morning, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Sky Farms, and welcome back to AgroForests. As you can see, I took a little bit of a mulligan on the bins. I moved them from over there to over here, and I moved the bulk tech bin from over there to over there. This layout actually works a little bit better because there's a natural little divot, I guess, or bay, however you want to call it. There's space back here, and the bins drop into it rather nicely. I also took the hit and I added the third bin for the sunflowers. We're going to need it. For those of you, if you missed our last episode, we purchased the field next door to us with the greenhouses, and it's currently populated with sunflowers, which the plan is we're going to sell most of them, but we're going to keep some for the pigs. So I would imagine what we're going to do is we're going to split off and add a couple of more bulk techs to hold. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to add two more bulk techs to hold feed, and then our revenue crops are going to be going in these bins here. So that's what we've been up to. And you can see we're September 1st still. This is where we last left you. This is where we were last time, actually. We had just turned over onto the 1st of September, but it's getting late in the day. I think we're going to head up and we're going to call it a day, have a good dinner, sleep the night, and come back in the morning, September 2, and see what we've got to do next. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some produce coming out of the greenhouse, so we'll probably have to make a run with that. And I think we're going to do a little bit of cleanup down in that area, because I noticed there was some dead wood that was kind of perilously close to the greenhouses. So I sort of want to knock those down and get those out of here before they actually come down and fall on the greenhouses. And, you know, maybe if the timber's good, we can look at setting up a small sawmill up in this area here. Not sure exactly where we would put it, but we'll see. We'll have a look at it. But I think we're good for September 1st. Our weather, what's our weather going to be? Okay, so it's going to be cloudy overnight. Our chief meteorologist, cloudy overnight. And we're looking at some more sun and then a mix of sun and cloud on September 3rd. And that rain is coming October 2nd. The other thing that we need to look at, maybe, is make hay while the sun shines. Because we've got a field down there. It's probably not ideal, but we'll look at it in the morning. And we'll see about turning that grass into silage to get a little bit of cash in the bank, because we're sort of coasting on that loan right now. Oh, and I did empty out the Kubota. I got the extra pig food out of there. All right, let's just leave everything parked here, and we're gonna walk back up. We'll walk up to the house. I picked up a smaller auger that will probably live underneath the bulk tech. That's a project that I need to finish. It's 99% of the way there for Farm Sim 25. I'm just being kind of lazy on it. I'm not sure why. Motivation, although actually I sort of learned a couple of interesting things about placeables and the placeable shader, so I might take another visit on that again. I just need time. I need to somehow make this my full-time job. The lament of content creators everywhere. Also, I can't remember if there's collectibles. There used to be one. Oh, what's that? I think there are collectibles on this map. I mean, there is a way to check. Here's how you check and see if there's collectibles on the map, but that looks like there is one there. We come down into statistics, collectibles collected. There are 20, so there are 20 collectibles, and thank you remembering what was on Silver Run Forest. Can we get this one? Hey, 50 grand. I'll take that. That sort of changes the equation for a bunch of things. It's a good thing I decided to walk up here, because I had forgotten about that completely until we got up here. And I happened to look over there. All right, we'll see you in the morning. And we're back. We sold $300 of milk at 6 this morning. I've got the whatever mod that is. We sold $300 worth of milk. And right now I'm just going to have a look here and see how the animals are doing for food. We still have 6,000 left of hay in there. So we're good for at least a day, but we really ought to get on to making either some hay or some silage. I think the smart move is to make silage, because silage equals cash, basically. Our sheep are happy. And our chickens, we could dump some food in there. We'll see if we've got any in stock. And these guys here, oh yeah, they've still got hay and silage. They're all right. And pigs haven't eaten a whole lot. So I know we've got a container of pig food down there. And the horses are doing okay. Okay, so the only one we really need to look at is chickens. And I was thinking overnight, having found that collectible, that gives us a little bit of a windfall. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to, well, we've got to get that chicken feed. We need chicken feed for sure. Because chickens mean eggs, eggs mean money. So let's drive, or let's walk down this way. I'm sort of thinking that $50,000 might go into... we have this area here. And I'm sort of thinking this might be a good place to put up a little sawmill, because if we're going to start taking down those trees, we might as well process them into boards. This area here, I was sort of thinking about putting another greenhouse in there. And oh yeah, and we've got to check on our greenhouses. See what we've got going out there. I'm sure we watered them. But those two are pretty good candidates for sites for sawmill and at least one more greenhouse. Actually, maybe we get into a mushroom greenhouse. Another option, if we want to get into it, when I did Silver Run, I was playing with Terraform and I dug this out flat and I put, well, it was basically a sand pit. It occurs to me I have a horse that I should be riding. I'll do that off screen. You don't need to see me going for a horse ride every day. Although, I kind of want to get into cutting some horse trails around here. Because the riding here, if you're into it, is fantastic. Let's check and see how we're doing on moisture on this field here. It's definitely ready to harvest. It's, oh wow, this is bone dry. Bone dry. But we kind of need to have that cash flow coming in. All right. And let's have a look. Let's have a look at our greenhouse. I suppose we could use time-saving stock tech, but it's a lovely morning for a walk. And you see we've got Oh yeah, a couple of those trees need to come down. That deadwood. That one's probably okay, but that one over there by the cow barn's got to come down. Oh, we got a skid of tomatoes. Those two could probably come down there a little bit close to the greenhouses for my liking. And I mean, just in general, tidying them up. Do we have anything coming out of here yet? No, not yet. How's our water? So we got, still have 4,000 water. Okay. All right. And this one has about the same for water. And we've got a skid of tomatoes. All right. Skid plus 200 liters. All right. What do we want to do first? Oh, I forgot. Plus, we have to bale up that straw up in the back 40. All right. Let's head up to the barn. I'll meet you up at the barn and we'll figure out some stuff. Okay, so I came up with a plan, and the plan is to grab our little square baler and take it out for a spin, see how it's going to work with the straw. We've got this is the Rooster Mods version of this little square baler, and this is the Rooster Mods version. It's the Rooster Mods bale trailer. So I'm hoping that they play nice together. So far, so good. Like, it looks like the bales are just dropping. Yeah, this looks really good. So you can see where we were going crisscross across the field there. That's where I ended up having to turn the combine and run sideways because it just didn't have enough juice to go up this hill. Which I'm not surprised. Like, the tractor is kind of struggling too. I hope that I'm able to get these bales off of here without too much difficulty because we only have a little tractor. And I suppose at some point we may need to invest in a little bit more horsepower depending on what we're doing. I kind of want to stay with this tractor because I really like it, but at the same time, you know, if it's ending up being a struggle to do things, well, I mean, we want to work, but we don't want to work too hard, right? Around the corner, did it work? Yeah, okay. We're in range 3, give it another gear to go downhill. No, 11. I think 11 is pretty much the max for our combine. I think 11 is pretty much the max for our baler. Alright, this is working out. This is working out rather nicely. How many bales are we up to? 45? This is actually such a clean way of doing it. It's way better than doing the round bales in a way. Granted, the round bales are less handling, but this here, you know, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to do it in a specific order. As long as you hit the field, you're good. Whereas the round bales, you kind of have to hit the middle first. Otherwise, you end up driving into stuff. Like, you end up blocking your rows if you're coming across the headland. Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, yeah, it's picking up on corners too. So, good. And it looks like, we got a couple of misplaces here, but that's partially because of my driving and partially because of the massive volume of straw that was coming out of that harvester. Okay, I'm going to carry on with this, try and get this done. Hopefully we're done by noon, because I really want to get on to making some grass in that grass field. That doesn't make sense. I really want to get on to cutting some of that grass in that field, and I really want to get our sawmill set up on this episode and get that operation going. I will admit that $50,000 bonus, kind of nice. And it inspires me to go looking for the rest of them. I kind of remember where most of them are, but... Oh, there's one that I dropped somehow. Alright. Yeah, that combine's putting out just a massive pile of straw. Okay, well, maybe we should have windrowed this up, but that's another project. All right, we're coming up on a full trailer. I think we've only got another space for another half dozen up there. And so far, this little tractor is handling this like a champ. It's not struggling at all. Granted, it is straw, but we do have a lot of liters up on that trailer right now. 98%, because these are, we've got 150 something times about 600 liters each. It's a lot of liters. All right, 99. We're gonna have room for one more up there. One more? Nope, we've got room for none more. All right. Let's get back onto our baler. And lift it. Lift the pickup. Nope, pickup was already up. There we go. Not paying attention. So I'm going to take us by this way here. And drive by the cow barn, even if it ends up meaning having to struggle up a hill a little bit. Because I want to try and manually grab that one that's sitting in the chute and chuck it into the cow barn and see if it'll take it as straw. I don't expect it to, but you never know. It's worth a shot, right? Actually, I can pretty much guarantee that it won't, because if there's no bale trigger for big bales, there's no bale trigger for small bales. That means we're still stuck with needing a bale blower. Which, I mean, not the end of the world. They are out there. And actually, I should, given that we have a little bit of money and a little bit of time, let's put one of our mods to use. Animals. I always blow right by it. Sugarcane planters. You want to do some sugarcane on this map? There we go. Straw blowers. That's for doing round bales. That probably won't take the small bales. I forgot that I had downloaded that. All right. And I'm not sure if this will work with these bales, these small bales. I'll have to, okay, I'm not going to do anything right now. I'll do some experimenting. Before I lay out any of our hard-earned cash, I'll do some experimenting. I mean, even if we sell these small bales and buy big bales that the blower can handle, maybe that might be an idea. Okay. Up and over the bridge. And did we make it? Yeah, we made it. Yeah, really need to get up here with the mulcher and, you know, clean this up, make it look like it's lived in. And I suppose I seem to remember putting the combine right in the way of the bale trigger, so we're gonna have to move that. Actually, that big square pad up by the house, eventually, that would be a good place to park the combine and all of the harvesting related stuff. And if we really want to test out the bale theory, we'll just chuck one in the back of the Kubota and do it like that. Because if everything is set up right, okay, there's the corn header out at the back. forget why I put the Kubota on the trailer. Oh, I think I was just trying to... Yeah, right in the way. Right in the way. I remember why. I was just doing a general cleanup around here. Okay. So let's get this out of here. What I really need... What I really need is a jet wash. Now, I wonder if there's enough room to do this. No. What I was going to say was, I wonder if there's enough room to just pull the combine out and arc around the header trailer with the bale trailer, but let's move this right out of the way. I mean, who knows? A couple of collectibles and we might be able to finance ourselves a new barn. Now, let's see. We need to have it on that camera. And if I remember correctly, this is the trigger here. Yeah, so it pulled it out of there, and then for our bale trailer, how big do we need? Because we need to go to transporting position. Let's open the menu. And I think we are going to do Y. And then Y again. Yep, there we go. So as we pull forward through this trigger, not really a good spot to do it, but it should peel off. There we go. And then Y one more time to reset it. Back to operating position and back up to the field. We'll see you up there. Okay, and that's it. We got that straw off the field. It's ready for the next step, which I guess is run over it with the mulcher and figure out what we're going to put into it. It's still only September. We have one day if we want to get really creative and push and get in there with the seeder and throw some grass down. We're well within the window for that. Or we might do something different. I was thinking about it as I was going around picking up these straw bales. Maybe we want to plant trees in there. Anyway, I'll decide that during the week between this episode and the next episode. And we've got plenty of content recorded for one episode here, so we're right up against the time clock. Thank you very much for coming out. Thanks for spending some time with us. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out some high quality Minecraft content, go and visit our friends over at Otter Plays. They've got some new stuff coming up for a new season of Fractured soon. Or check out their back catalog. Check out our back catalog for that matter. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you really like what we're doing, think about subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. It's helping the channel grow. Until next time, this is Deep Sky Farms. Thank you very much. And take care of yourselves, y'all.